Hey everybody, this is Karen and I'm in North Carolina, and as I alluded to in my first video, I sell on Poshmark, and I thought, well, I'm going to show you a few of the things, or actually everything, that I found at yard sales today. And it's always so much fun. It's like a little scavenger hunt. You never know what you're going to find, and always thrilled when I find something really cool. And so what I always do is once I come back from yard sales, I inventory it, record it in a spreadsheet so that I know how much I paid for it, and the date that I bought it and things like that, so that when I do sell it, I'll know, exactly how much I made for that item, and I can it makes me feel better to know that it's been sold and that I actually did all that running around and searching for things, even though I love it, pays off. So let's get started and let's see what I found today. One of the first things I want to show you, which is really cool, is this little cute little box. It caught my eye and I thought, I know that's a Vera Bradley. If you go to my closet, which there's the little QR code for my closet. If you go to my closet, you'll see I have tons of Vera Bradley. I didn't really know that I was going to love Vera Bradley, but it comes to find out that I do. So many different patterns, and actually I love the older patterns better than the newer ones. They're really cute and vivid. So anyway, I found this and I thought, well, what is that? And I went and got it, and it is a recipe box. Isn't that the cutest little thing? It is in one of their really bright little patterns. So as with all of the things that I find, sometimes I have to decide whether it's going to be mine or if it's going to be something that I sell on Posh. But that was one of the things. Another thing I found were these cute little camouflage shorts. And this brand is New York and Company, which is a good little brand. So that way, and they were brand new with tags. So I can't wait to list that on Posh. Not only do I buy things for Posh, but I buy things for myself, for my husband, for my kids, and especially for my grandchildren. I have 7, and so there's a whole long range of sizes that I'm looking for when I yard sale. I found a brand new pack of underwear from my oldest grandson, which you know how thrilled he'll be over that. But it'll come in handy. Found him a hoodie, which it's a tech gear, which I do sell right much tech gear, so it's one of those things that I know that when he's done with it, if it's still in decent condition, that I'll be able to sell it on Posh at some point. Sometimes, with boys though, actually with any child, it ends up, sometimes getting worn out, so it's just a donation at that particular point. Found a couple of these. They're a little bit old school, but they're scarves that are also a hat, I guess you could say. So it goes around your neck like that, and that would be where your face is at. Maybe for some of the older clientele on Posh, I do shop for all age groups, because one thing, I have 7 grandchildren of various ages, and then my kids are pretty old, and then I'm old as dirt, and so I know a lot of what everybody likes, so I don't mind shopping for any of those. Another one I found was these St. John Bay's jean capris. I love shopping for larger ladies because I am also kind of a larger lady. I have been many sizes in my lifetime. Some of the bigger sizes and some of the smaller sizes, but mainly in the larger size. So that's one thing. Let's see, what else do we find? T-shirts. I found this cute Ocean and Coast t-shirt, Outer Banks. Of course, that's North Carolina mainly, and so I know my grandson will like that one, so that one's definitely for him. Another one that was Adidas. You never can go wrong with Adidas. That's one of the things that brands will sell online, but you know, again, probably for my grandson. And you know, anything he says no to, then I can either donate or try to sell or whatever. Now this one lady that had a bunch of clothes today that were with tags, and so I bought those things, not necessarily popular brands. This is a New Directions, which is sold at Belk's, and just a simple, you know, navy t-shirt dress with a little ruffle on the sleeve. But I actually tend to like stuff like this, so this may be something I have to try on to see if it's mine or if it's going to be on Posh. Alrighty. Other little stapley things that tend to sell. This is a big Buddha scarf, Pashmina, which Pashmina. I'm sorry, Pashmina. And so it's brand new and still in the package. So that's definitely something that I would sell on Posh because it's in excellent condition. I do, in my closet, I try to find only excellent condition, but some of my Vera Bradley has a little wear on it, but Vera is so durable that it's worth, you know, offering it to people in case they want it, because lots of times people love a certain pattern and are looking for that. But that's the only Vera that I found today. Another one of that lady's shirts was a rose and olive. And these are a little more of your old lady kind of styles perhaps, but I also look for comfort and the feel of things to make sure that the material itself feels good, and this definitely does. Another one of those little scarf things, hooded scarves, I guess is kind of what you would say. Found these, found a couple of these. Now these were not new with tags, but it is Victoria's Secret, and so Victoria's Secret, even when they are not brand new, because they're such good quality, often still sell on Posh, and so I'll offer them to family members if there's something that somebody is the right size for or whatever, and if not, then you know, I'll sell on Posh. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, another one of those. This is a different kind of bra. This is one that's got like the soft back. Boy, I think that would be a comfortable one. I have to see. I bet my daughter would like that one. It might be too big, but we'll see. There's another. I think that's a dress. I think I thought it was a shirt, but it is a dress. And again, this is a brand that may not be for everybody, but I can't see because I don't believe my glasses. Honeybee. Okay, yeah, I see. I've sold that one before, but it's a curvy. And anytime I can find curvy clothes, because I've always been a curvy myself, I like to have that in my closet because, you know, everybody wants a good deal, no matter what size you are. Alrighty. Another one is this top. And this is a Mac Studio, which is a good brand. This is a new with tags. It's kind of a fun little flowy sleeved army green shirt. So we'll give that a try and see how that goes. Normally I find a lot of shoes. I'm always looking for shoes. In fact, a lot of my file cabinets that I have, I'll store shoes in because they're so bulky. That's one of the things I found over the years, is that these lateral file cabinets that people are getting rid of because you know, everything's on a little tiny disc and doesn't need to be stored like that anymore. They don't have as many paper copies. So you could get those for really cheap on Facebook. And if you've got a room, I'm lucky enough to have a room that I can put these in. I have them actually all around the room, and it keeps things very nice and neat, which I do like. Anyway, I found these pair of Aerosoles. And those were kind of cute, and I think they're actually brand new because they've got the little tag still on the bottom of them. Again, maybe a little bit older fashioned. Do know that I do have lots of youthful looking things in my closet. Today just happened to be one of those days where it was more of the mature side, I guess. Just a couple more things to show you that I found. You may hear my little dog in the background. She has to sit in here with me, but occasionally somebody's walking up and down the road and it drives her nuts, and so she has to let me know. This is a Kim Rogers top. This is another brand that's sold at Belk, which is a real popular store, department store here in North Carolina anyway. I think it goes up into Virginia somewhere along in there. Ruby Road, another little Ruby Road top. So one more thing I found. I did find other things, but I had my oldest granddaughter with me today, and so those things ended up being for her. She bought a book and a couple chokers and a ring. A lady's was selling this really pretty ring. I said, you know, it felt a nice weight, so I think she lucked up with that one. And she had fun. Oh, and puzzles. She bought a 1,000-piece puzzle, and then the man that was selling the puzzles just gave her a 1,500-piece puzzle. But she likes to do that, kind of as a little thing to do on weekends at her house. So anyway, and then this is the very colorful top, kind of a little boat neck with a little neck, but that was fun. So, oh, other thing for my grandson, he's into those fun socks, and so we I am always looking for him. And these are not that fun, but they were so soft that I knew he would love them. And these have little beagles on them. Actually, may need to give that to my son. He has a beagle. Anyway, so that's kind of the end of the haul as far as what I'm showing and telling today. But I go every Saturday, and lots of times I'm going to other thrift stores, and I could show you those things too. If we find out that people like to watch and see my treasures, I'll be glad to share. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.